going on, everyone? Back with another episode of Sit Down here. I'm your host, Ernest. We got Jay Minor, and today our guest is Super Bowl champ for the Philadelphia Eagles and Penn State legend, Jahan Dotson, man. Welcome to the show.
Appreciate y'all boys, man.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is my first time talking to you since the Super Bowl, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Boy, I had a lot of money on that. Hey, bro, but how you feel, bro? How you get down at the one, huh? Come on, huh? How you get down at the one, huh? That was the
Bro,
first touchdown of the Super Bowl. I said, huh? Bro, I ran out the house. They came back and they said, he ain't score. I said, he ain't score. What you mean? See the replay? That boy got down at the half, set up the touch play, bro. How you ain't get in that box, huh? Come on, cuz.
man, so you already know what's going through my mind. Like, it's the Super Bowl, biggest stage of them all. Like, I know everybody is watching this game.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, if I could just do something to like make a splash play or something. And all week I'm knowing that we got this play call for me. It's like a little double move type thing.
hmm
But we practiced it versus off all week, off man, because they wasn't really gonna press like where we were in the red zone. They pressed it, so it kind of like messed the whole play up. But Jalen still checked it to the same play. So I'm like, bet, bro. Like this, it's my time. Like I'm about to get a ton of the ball, man,
Yeah.
bro. So
Ooh.
man, I catch it, man. All I swear, all I hear in my head is Coach Sirianni, don't reach the ball for the
Uh,
pylon. That's all I
Dang.
hear in my head, bro. I didn't reach. Man, if I could go back, I would reach 100 times again, bro.
100 times,
Oh,
bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, that's
Yeah.
Super Bowl, huh?
yeah,
First touchdown
bro.
in Super Bowl. I ain't gonna lie, my ticket would have been up, but we straight, bro. Yeah, man, we gonna start from the beginning, though, man.
Hey,
Super
no,
Bowl
before we
champ.
get into that, Jay, I had a story about Han too,
Go
because
ahead.
Jay Meyer been telling me about Jahan. So I'm like, man, we go look check underdog. We go check underdog. Man, they had you like 3.5. Cause I had at my Super Bowl party, man, Jalen threw that ball there. I stood up, like, let's go, Jahan. I
They
took
got
all the
everybody
money on
betting on
him,
that bitch.
bro. And you made me some money, man. So we cool for life off that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We cool for life, bro.
Yes,
But yeah,
sir,
we
man.
keep going.
Hey, man. So from the Super Bowl, but we're gonna take that thing all the way back to high school days. Before high school, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I need you to clear some stuff up, bro. I'm hearing you a Pennsylvania legend, but then I called some little birdies. They said, man, I'm not from Pennsylvania. I'm from Jersey. Huh? Where you from, bro? Let us know.
Man. So I really rep both. Like, that's crazy. Cause like my whole family is from Jersey. I grew up in Jersey. I played like little league football in Jersey and everything. But when I think I was like 10, my pops had moved us to PA. That's kind of where like it all jump started. I think I moved there, what, like fifth grade, something like that, fourth, fifth grade.
Mm.
So yeah, I was a youngin in Jersey, but all my family from there. That's why I really rep it really for my family name and everything. But yeah,
Yeah, that boy said he got the keys to the city in Jersey, so he from Jersey. Man.
go
There you
on,
go.
man.
That's
Nah,
lit,
but
bro.
going into your high school, man, talk a little bit about this your recruiting process. Obviously, getting into football, balling right away. Just talk a little bit about that recruiting process.
Yeah, for me, it started off kind of slow. And I felt like it was just because, I was from a very small town, like middle of Pennsylvania. Not a lot of people come through there, so I went to a small school and everything. We didn't play the highest classification of football in PA. So, my recruitment started off real slow. My freshman year, I started varsity. I had a solid year. But my sophomore year is kind of when I took that jump. And I think I had like 1,100, 1,200 yards, like 15 tugs. I was going crazy. And I thought like, man, I put these stats up. I'm about to get offers. And
Yeah.
it just wasn't like that, fam. Like, and it was really because I was at a small school and people wasn't really they weren't familiar with me. I wasn't on that national stage like that.
Mhm.
So I decided to transfer to Jersey, transfer to prep school. And my coach, shout out Coach Maleo, he really helped jumpstart my recruiting process. He was tapped in with a lot of college coaches already. And I just put the work in, and I think I played 4 games there before I had an injury, and I think I had like over 1,000 yards in 4 games. So I was going crazy. It was crazy, but that's kind of where my recruitment really took a leap.
Hey, Han. Earn before you ask your question. That man said 1,004 games, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Who was guarding you?
Nobody.
Nobody. I ain't gonna lie. Man.
Clearly, man. So yeah, I just want to touch on that a little bit more, man. You know, coming from the small town in Pennsylvania, like what would you say like to the guys in a situation similar to you about coming up in a small town and still putting up numbers but not getting the recognition and offers they get coming like that they think they deserve?
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point, and that's a really tough spot to be in, because on Fridays or Saturday nights when you playing, you feel like you the man, you feel like you on top of the world, but come to realization like nobody really know you because you in a small town, you go to a
Yeah.
small school, so it's tough. You just got to stay level headed, keep grinding, because the right place they go find you, bro. Talent doesn't go unnoticed, so I feel like no matter where you at, somebody go find you and it's all gonna work out at the end of the day.
When you got that first offer, who was it from?
Rutgers, never
Mm.
forget
Damn,
it.
hometown.
Whole yeah, whole town, yeah, it was
So I know
crazy.
that was a big weight off your shoulders in terms of that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, and it was kind of everything. When you were in high school, like offers feel like everything to
Yeah.
you. So like me getting that first one, that was a huge weight off my shoulders. Like, because that was my dream to really play at the next level in college. So, that was big for me.
Hey, I know my boy was happy to put that on Twitter, boy.
Yeah.
What? That boy had them Twitter
Quick.
fingers, boy. That boy could have wait about the picture to put on that thing. What? I'm already knowing. But nah, this was doing some little bit of homework, and obviously we was roommates, so I'm already knowing. You ended up after you had offers from everywhere, but you ended up committing to UCLA, man. Talk to us a little
Yeah.
bit about what they had to do to get that Pennsylvania kid from middle of nowhere to LA to commit.
All they had to do was bring me out there for a visit. That's all they had to
Ooh.
do. I went out there one time on an official visit, and on the flight home, I told my parents I'm committing. Like,
It was snowing out there?
in PA,
Nah, in LA.
come on, man. Come on, man.
I gotta chill, bro. I gotta chill.
Sunny
Hey,
as ever.
Man, we already know we ain't talking about the weather, but dang. So what
yeah. Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
Yeah, fool.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, fool.
Hey, bro,
man,
I'm crazy, bro.
It
crazy
was
dog.
very,
Go
it was
ahead.
very diverse out there, man. I'm gonna say that.
Say less.
Oh,
Nah, but going into you ended up committing to UCLA. Obviously, ended up decommitting, going to Penn State. Penn State wasn't really known for putting no receivers in the league. I know they had Allen Robinson come before. They didn't really have no big time guys when you being a highly touted prospect. Like, what made you want to stay home and go to Penn State?
Yeah, for me, it was my family. Like, being that my family could travel 3 hours in a car and come see me play every weekend. That was big for me because that was my support system. They've been to every game, high school, little league, like they've been through it all. So for me to be close and them to be able to see me and come see me whenever and come to the games, that was big for me. But there's really one reason, like the big reason why I committed to Penn State, and
Hmm?
it was because of somebody in our class. He was the
Uh-oh.
number one receiver in the country, man.
Yeah.
I had like I felt some. I had to tap into something. You feel me? Like I had to
Oh,
go
you had to
get something.
prove.
Yeah, I had something to prove, man. So that
Wait,
was that
so
was a
go ahead.
yeah, that was a big reason why I took that step to go to Penn State. It wasn't really I wasn't really in love with everything about it. Like honestly, all throughout high school, like I told myself I would never go to Penn State. Like like I
Wow.
would I would never stay home. Like I wanted to go somewhere else. I wanted to venture out. But it got to that time and I felt like I had something to prove, not only to the world, but to myself. Like I know I'm that guy and I gotta prove to everybody that I am that guy. So that was a big reason why I went there.
Dang. So obviously, number one receiver in the country at that time, Justin
Hmm.
Shorters, ended up signing with Penn State. Was they showing him just a lot of love and everything before? Like,
Yeah.
before that, and that's just what made you want to like, nah, like I'm that boy here.
Yeah, it was really like right before our senior year, we had the open Nike opening camps.
Yeah, I ain't
And
even
they,
get invited to that. That's politics, but that's
yeah,
another
yeah,
story.
yeah, yeah. Let me talk about that for a second. So they had the regional camp in Jersey before you get invited to the opening or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they only took one receiver from Jersey, and it was out of me and Shorter. And bro, I was hooping. I was hooping. I was going crazy.
I remember
And
I
they
seen.
took him. They took him. And ever since that day, bro, I was like, nah, bro, like I can't let it rock. Like I gotta they gotta feel me, bro. So that was ever since that day, I really had that chip on my shoulder. Like I gotta prove that I'm not only better than him, but I'm better than every receiver in the country.
Facts. Oh yeah, you definitely proved it.
You
You
talking about?
definitely proved it. So definitely going into the freshman year off season, you was touchdown king. You was getting ready to go, getting ready to have a big freshman year, but things didn't turn out like that. Just talk a little bit about your freshman year.
Yeah. For me it was tough because, everybody coming from their respective high schools, they feel like they that guy. Like
Mm-hmm.
they feel like nobody could touch them. And, I felt the same way. I felt like I should have been on the field. Like you said, I was touchdown king, all that. I was feeling myself. So like
Mhm.
I'm like, man, I know I'm about to play. But I had to take the back seat. I was a young pup. I knew the playbook, but I didn't know it like that. It was that joint, that joint was like Chinese to me at the time. Um,
That's
so
real
that,
though.
yeah, that was big for me. I mean, coming from high school, they give you a one signal. I mean, touchdown. Like it wasn't like that in college. So
Facts.
learning that playbook was big for me. And then just maturing physically, I would say my body,
Mm-hmm.
it just wasn't ready to play Division I football at the beginning of the season. So going through that process was big for me. And I think by the eighth or ninth game in the season, I was able to earn some playing time. Then I got to start a couple games. So that was pretty cool.
So explain to the audience what touchdown king is, man. No, not no. I mean, is that just this in the game? Is this practice? Like, what's that? What's that really mean?
Yeah, so the summer camp, training camp, we did like they would tally touchdowns every single day. They would tally touchdowns and takeaways for the DBs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I led all the receivers, all the tight ends, and touchdowns, and all of our training camp my freshman year.
I just maybe going a bit forward, but at what point of your career, your development, that you realize that, like, yeah, like, because you talk about you came into Penn State trying to prove yourself and things of that nature. But at what point at Penn State you realize, like, yo, like, I'm really like that, like, I'm really him, bro. Like the league, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm ready.
It was my junior year, that COVID year. That was when I got kind of like the keys to the receiver room, and I was the number one because my freshman and sophomore year, I was kind of like the backup to KJ. Like I played alongside of him. If y'all don't know KJ Hamler, shout out my guy.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like his backup. I played alongside of him, so I had like 13 catches my freshman year, 20 some catches my sophomore year. But KJ he entered the draft my junior year, and that was really like my first time being the number one. And man, I start snapping
Hoop.
like
Hey,
every game, start snapping. So that's kind of when it hit me like, oh yeah, I'm ready.
but
So
nah, my bad to cut you off there, bro. I
you
want to
good,
throw a
bro?
couple stats to you. I don't know if you know this yourself, bro. You second in Penn State all time with 11 100-yard games. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Second.
I
Fourth,
did not know that.
second in catches too. Do you know that?
I knew that. I knew like the catches, the touchdowns in the yard. I didn't know I was second in 100-yard games. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I ain't know.
11 of them.
Hoping.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. A lot of them came during that dang COVID year.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Man, all we was running was fades and slants all year. I was just going
Man,
up top. Like it was crazy.
punt returns to the crib, everything,
All
man.
returns to the
But nah, but going back to your time at Penn State before we get to the NFL, if it's in practice or in the game, who you feel like was the corner or the DB that gave you the most bump or gave you the most smoke?
For me, I would say Joey Porter Jr.
Mm.
And I always tell people like he has the physical the physical traits to be one of the best corners like ever. Like he
Ooh.
likes he like 6'3". He could freaking touch the ground standing straight up. Like it's crazy. And like me being a smaller receiver, and he's physical. So like it was tough for me. And I feel like that really helped me in practice every day going up against him one-on-ones, 7-on-7, different things like that. It really helped me like sharpen my skills and prepare me for like stuff I see in the league nowadays, like bigger corners. So yeah, I feel like Joey definitely gave me the most bump.
There's some matchups for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, so we was talking, still at Penn State. So you close out your year Penn State the last your senior year, and then you get ready for the draft, man. So talk about how your draft process went, man.
Yeah, that was smooth. That was probably like the best couple months of my life. Like I felt like I was in the best shape ever. Like I don't know, when you training for the draft, it's like nothing else in the world matters. Like you just locked in on that goal of the combine, draft day. Like you locked in. That was the most locked in I've ever been in my life. So I was training 2, 3 times a day and just playing video games. Like that was my days for about 3 months. I mean, that's still my days, but like it was heightened at that time, but it was awesome, bro. Like just going through that process, and especially having my boy Tariq Castro Fields with me. We was out in AZ training together. Like that was the best couple months of my life, probably.
What would you say was your favorite part of it all? Was the combine, the pro day, or just not having to go to spring practice no more?
Oh yeah, not having to go to spring practice. They need to take that out of college football, bro.
Shoot, it look like they about to,
Right? They
but
about to really have OTAs. Like,
with that whole draft process and everything that you have to do, and like talking to like different teams and everything, where were they kind of like gauging you were gonna go? Like, did you know like for sure that you felt like you were gonna go first round? Obviously, not for sure because you never know what can happen in the draft. But like, did you kind of have a sense that you were gonna go first round? Because a lot of people were surprised about how high you went.
yeah. So, after the senior year I had, I'm like, bro, I'm a lock to go first round. Like,
Yeah.
ain't no way I don't go first round. Like, I'm looking at like Mel Kiper one day had me like number one receiver on the draft board.
Whoa.
I'm like, man, I'm going first round. There's no question. You can't tell me I'm not. But as you go through the combine training and everything, kind of you and your agent kind of get a gist of where you're about to go. And my range was so wide. I think I was 14 to like 40. I could go anywhere in that range. So like you really don't know where you're gonna go. So draft night came. Man, I'm sitting down in my basement, sitting by myself, just watching the Pelicans game. And bro, they said like four receivers went like back to back to back to back, like
All the
Garrett
most.
Wilson. Yeah, Drake London, Garrett Wilson, Olave. And I knew I was gonna be like the next one up. I'm like, bro, I might get drafted here soon. Pulled up outside with my fam. Next thing you know, I got a call from Washington like 2 minutes later. And I was the 16th pick.
You had no clue it was Washington. Did you think it was gonna be someone else? Come on, keep it a buck.
I did. I did. I
What do
thought
you
I was
think?
going to either Buffalo
Damn,
or Green Bay.
Oh shit.
cold
Yeah.
as shit.
Yeah.
Golden. Oh my God. I was hoping I didn't go to Buffalo.
What? Sure, you
Green
would have
Bay
had
ain't
that
no
boy. You would have had that boy though.
I know. I would yeah.
You
Yeah.
would have had that boy.
Yeah. Man. I
Ah,
mean nah, for sure.
you definitely throwing that thing. Oh,
Man.
Hey man, you talk about Buffalo, Green Bay wouldn't have been no better.
Nah, not at all. To be honest with you.
It would have been no better.
I heard
that,
ain't nothing in Green Bay either.
Hey,
shoot,
I,
that's what she.
I
That's
heard
what she was telling her.
Ain't nothing in Green Bay.
all they got is Cobras, bro. I heard Cobras close at 8 o'clock, dog.
I don't even know what that one is. Shoot, you got
Exactly.
me, Aaron. You know more than me. But nah,
Anyway,
go ahead, Aaron.
yeah, anyway, man, you'll get drafted to the Commanders. I'll be honest, I low-key forgot who the QB was when you first came in, but we ain't gonna gotta talk about that. We ain't gotta talk about that. So you coming to your rookie season, man. What's your thoughts like in going into your first game?
Yeah, so I mean, leading up to the rookie, like we had rookie mini camp and whatever. I didn't really do anything, but we had I had joined in OTAs and we was in like the third session. And during the third session, you do like 7-on-7s with the team and everything. And at that time, bro, Terry McLaurin, he was doing like he was going through a contract situation.
Hmm.
So he wasn't showing up to OTAs. So I was like the one. Like I'm playing the X, I'm playing the boundary.
Hmm.
And bro, I am cooking, bro. Like I am frying every day.
Hmm.
I'm like, yo, this about to be crazy. I might go for like a band, bro. Like,
You felt that?
bro, I swear, like I'm cooking every day. Carson Wentz, the quarterback, like we had all this hype around us and everything. Um, and bro, I was frying every day. And Terry came back training camp, moved right to that 2 spot. Man, Terry
That's
get all
clear.
Terry get all the passes, bro. You go take this back seat, bro. So, going into my rookie year, I didn't expect like too much, but I was happy with how it ended. I think I had like 500-600 yards or something like that. I had like 7 tuds. I was kind of like our red zone guy. Uh, but yeah, that rookie year was smooth.
I was about to say, in that rookie year, that transition, what was your biggest transition? Or like what was the hardest part about making that jump to the league? Or sound like you ain't have none shit.
Yeah, I mean, the hardest part was like you don't get no break. Like you
Yeah.
go straight from your senior season to training for the combine. And
Right.
then right after the combine training, like you right in the OTAs. So
Mhm.
like you go a year with like no break for real. So like my body was kind of beat up. Like I never had any soft tissue injuries. And like I think it was week 5, like I pulled my hamstring and like I had never dealt with that before. I was like, I don't even know what to do. Like
Mhm.
so that was I feel like that was the biggest transition, the biggest jump for me was like you gotta it's a long year. You don't get no breaks, so you gotta really take it easy on your body.
And that's what we were gonna jump into because just because your first game, you came out that damn looking like you was about to win rookie of the
Winging.
year, bro. You was on, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I don't care what no one said, bro. You can even check my tickets too, bro. You was on pace for rookie of the year. Then running into those injuries, something that you never dealt with before. Obviously, you had a freak injury before, but like never really dealing with like serious injuries to keep you out of games. Like, how was your mental dealing with that? Like, dang, like I'm just about to get started now. I got to take a back seat.
Yeah, that was tough for me. Um, just because like you said, I was cooking. Like I had 2 tuds the first game. I had 4 or 5 tuds in the first 4 games. Like
Bro.
so, like I was really becoming like 1B in our offense, not a two. So like, it was building for me, and then like I had to take that back seat and just watch from the sidelines. And like in the NFL, somebody spoke on it. I think it was Keon Coleman spoke on this. When you get hurt, if you're not like the guy, your team kind of like finds ways to move on without you. And then when you come back, they kind of just like plug you in. Like you don't really get back to what you was doing. They just plug you in a different way. And that's kind of how it was my first couple of games coming back. Like I was barely getting on the field. I was barely touching the rock. So, it was tough for me. But I kind of found my footing towards the end of the season. I started snapping. I had a good game against the 49ers. Played well against Dallas. So like it was tough, but it's all a learning experience.
For sure.
Bro, I know you was probably on cloud nine the first few weeks, boy. You felt like, man, this league sweet, bro. I ain't gonna
Sweet.
lie, bro. The league sweet.
Sweet. I thought it was gonna be a week to week. I'm cooking somebody.
Bro, that's what, bro. Come on, bro. We got to rewind to that first game, bro. What's in your mind going into your first NFL game, bro? Like, but put me in the shoes of you, bro. What that look like?
Man, I probably had every family member in attendance that first game. Like everybody I know in the stands. So I'm like, bro, I gotta put on. Like, ain't no choice. So like, it really, at the first couple of plays, I was nervous. But after I got that first catch, bro, it was history. Like, I knew I was bound to have a good game, a good season. Um, but yeah, like you know how it is. Like you nervous, but once you get them first licks in, like it's over with.
It's up after that, yeah, bro. All
Hey,
that
Yeah.
bro.
nerves
Hey,
just
huh?
got better.
You can keep it a buck on this part, huh? After you won Rookie of the Week and ball in the first 4 weeks, bro, you thought you was gonna get Rookie Offensive Rookie of the Year. I know you thought,
Bro,
I know that's in the back of your mind, bro.
bro. So like when you win Rookie of the Week, when they vote on it and everything, like you
Yeah.
get a little like it look like a WWE belt.
Yo,
Ooh.
And
that's tough.
yeah, it's tough. They presented me that joint at practice on like the next Wednesday or something like that. Bro, after I got that, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm that dude. Like, bro, I'm about to really turn up. Like, I
Mhm.
might win MVP.
Bro,
Like, bro,
bro, 4 touchdowns in the first 4 weeks, bro. I'm like, bro, this man is, bro. I told y'all, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. I told y'all, he that.
I was
That's all I
snapping,
was
bro.
saying.
Hey, so was that first game? Was that a home game, or who'd y'all play?
Yeah, it
Jacksonville,
was
home.
home game. Yeah, versus the Jags.
Yeah, I know that was we ain't gotta talk about the Jazz, but anyway, yeah, man. So talk about yo, welcome to the NFL moment. Was it a particular play, or was it something that happened outside the field?
Welcome to the NFL moment. I usually say it was like the injury, like
Hmm.
going through that process because I'd never been hurt. Like I went 4 years through college, never hurt. So that was kind of new to me, just like taking the back seat, and just watching from the sidelines. But bro, we played the 49ers
Hmm.
my rookie year. And bro, I swear I left the game like fully concussed.
Damn,
Like them boys over there, bro, I don't know if
Drake.
it was just that year or they was hunting, bro. Dre Greenlaw, Fred Warner, man, them boys is crazy, bro. Like
Facts.
they are crazy. Like that was my welcome to the NFL. Like, yo, it's grown men out here, yo. Like you not playing little boys, bro.
That boy
Greenlaw
Han
had
was not trying to play in no slot that game. That boy Han was trying to get on the outside.
On the sideline, bro. I'm lining up. I'm lining up on the sideline, bro. What?
Hey, not the sidelines.
Dang.
Yeah, bro.
Hey,
It was
Greenlaw
over
got
with.
that big old dog chain to that, man. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to see that either,
Come
bro.
on, Doc.
Did they go to the Super Bowl that year?
I I
Probably.
think that was the year they went to the bowl.
Yeah, it had to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait,
Dang.
nah. That was the year Philly went to the bowl.
Mm.
Oh, Philly versus Chiefs that first year. Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot. And now let's talk about it because I know got drafted to Washington, and then now right before the season started, ended up getting traded. Just talk a little bit about that process in terms of you being a first round pick, all of a sudden get traded. I feel like it happened out of nowhere. Like I feel like you guys were just drafted Jaden Daniels, big hype around you and Terry, building the team, then you get traded. Just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, that was tough. Just because you like you said, I'm a first round draft pick. Like
Hmm.
I feel like the team is they go build around me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking I'm gonna be a staple in the offense. And we just got our quarterback. Like, and I knew Jaden too. Like, we had a relationship before he got there. So it felt comfortable for me. Like I was finally getting comfortable again. Um, and then boom, like bro, they hit me on like we in the middle of OTA. Nah, it was right before training camp. Yeah, we in the middle of OTAs, and like my agent texted me like, "Yo, you've been traded to Philly." I'm like, "What, bro?" Bro, I kid you not. 2 hours later, I'm in Philly, like learning a new playbook.
2 hours later,
2 hours later, bro. Like bro, it's just like that, bro. Like I came in from a walkthrough, looked at my phone, saw the text. I went home to my crib in Ashburn, like right next to our facility. Packed my bags straight to Philly, and I ain't been, bro, since that day I got traded. I haven't been back to my crib. Never. Like
Nigga,
never
what?
Hey,
again.
that low key
Never
That's
crazy.
again.
crazy, bro.
Never. Like it's so the NFL is so crazy, bro. Like just the whole process and everything, but it's business, bro. Like it
Hey,
happened.
bro, keep it a buck. Just because, like, it's not like we gonna keep it a buck. It's not like you
Yeah.
got traded to some team that had no playoff chance. You got a chance who you got traded to a team that's Super Bowl or bust. So, like,
Right.
did you have chance to like really process that? Like,
Nah,
when?
not at all.
Like when? Like when?
Not at all. So like it was crazy because like a couple weeks before I got traded, I was talking to Saquon and he was like bro, what you think about coming over here? And I'm like, bro, like what? We just got a new quarterback. Like I'm about to snap with quarterback. Like,
With JD, yeah.
That's all you
yeah.
needed, bro. I'm gonna give it a buck.
Yeah,
You
that's
ain't
all I
gonna say it. You
needed.
don't gotta say it, bro.
That's what
That's
I'm
all you
saying.
needed, bro.
And he was like, bro, what you think about coming over here? Like we really in need for another receiver to like complete our offense. And I'm like, bro, I'm not coming over there. Like, what are you talking about? And bro, sure enough, a couple weeks go by, I'm in that room. Like, and
Wow.
I'm like, dang, bro. But as the season went on, like early in the season, we went through a lot of injuries. But as the season went on, I'm realizing that teams like can't guard us. And there's no chance of them beating us. I'm like, bro, we definitely gonna win a bowl. Like, there's no way we don't.
Hey man, shit. Sound like Saquon like LeBron, little GM. Shit, he sound like he made that call.
Man, for real.
Sound like he made that
So, like,
call.
For real, bro.
So yeah,
Like,
so talk to me about like the adjustment, going to Commanders to Philly and having to be like, Washington, you being like consistent, getting consistent targets, like number two, number one, B targets to being the third guy really on the Eagles, receiver room. So
yeah.
talk about how that adjustment was for you.
Yeah, that was a tough adjustment, but I took it with like a grain of salt. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna make this work somehow. Like I can't complain about it. Like it was a big mental year for me. It was like I felt like this year was like the past year was testing my mental. Like
Mm-hmm.
how you go approach this situation. Like you go cry about it every day, or like you go get your work in and make the most of it. And I feel like me approaching it with that mentality really helped me like get through the year and make splash plays and make those plays possible when the team kind of needed me. Like I think I had the first tud of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Like
mhm.
I set the tone for the Super Bowl. Like I felt like without my mentality being right the whole year, like I feel like none of that would have happened. Like I would have just been in the gutter.
I tell you what, 'cause your mentality wasn't right, bro. You don't make them plays. The bowl and the playoffs may start a whole lot different without them two plays, bro.
For sure.
You feel me?
Nah,
So,
for
yeah,
sure.
shout out to you, bro.
Facts. Because not even as like a football standpoint, but like as a human standpoint, like you a first round pick, a team trades you away. Like I'm not sure this is how you feel, but like, dang, I would feel like, dang, this team giving up on me. Now I'm getting traded to a team who got all these weapons. I know only one ball going around. So like, yeah, if your mental not right, it's very easy to check out in this situation. Like
100%.
the fact that like, bro, you thug that through, bro, got you a ring. But keep it a buck. At what point during the season, what week did you feel like, oh yeah, bro, we getting one of them?
Yeah,
Keep it a buck, bro. What
bro,
point?
I think we went on like a 10-game win streak. Like we was really
Park in
like
2K.
bro, what? Like on fire. Like and we wasn't just like beating teams, like we were beating teams like belt
BTA.
two. Yeah, belt two. So
Yeah,
like
so
I knew it, bro. I'm like, bro, can't nobody stop us, bro. Like, and our team, like we was so close. Like guys hanging out off the field, guys on the game nonstop together. Like I'm like, bro, it felt like college again. So
Damn,
I'm like, bro, ain't no way anybody beating us.
that's what's up,
that's
man.
crazy.
I know I talked about receiver room a little bit earlier, man, but I want to come back to that. So just talk about how being in a room with Smitty and AJ Brown, how that makes you better as a player.
Yeah, those my dogs, man. Like being able to watch them work every day, I feel like has really grew me the past year. Like Smitty is kind of like he understands everything about the game. Like on 3rd and 3 in the third quarter with a minute left, like he gonna know exactly what coverage you in. So like he really like dives into the game and takes it very seriously. And then AJ, bro, he's the greatest. I think he's the greatest receiver ever. Like watching him in practice every
Yeah,
day,
That's some high praise,
bro,
man.
bro. I ain't gonna lie,
bro.
bro.
Ever?
Bro, I tell people this all the time, bro. There was one practice like leading up to the playoffs. It was like a Thursday practice. We went inside, right? It was raining crazy, and Smitty wasn't out there, and I was like barely practicing. So AJ was the only one practicing, bro. And I kid you not, just this random day, he decided to only use one hand. Bro, he was going fed, bro. Like just snagging. We were just calling go balls, like go, double move, go.
Mhm.
Bro, throwing it up, one hand, everything. I'm like, that's when I knew he was different. That's when I knew like it's really levels to this. Like, it's crazy.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I think he probably the most underrated. Like, obviously they know AJ Brown, but I feel like he cannot be guarded one on one.
Bro,
But
he can't.
ever, that's ever, bro.
Bro, he go all right.
He that
That was
hard. Keep it
that
up,
was
bro.
kind of crazy. That was kind of crazy, but
We were gonna let you rock out though. I mean, that I know that's
that
I
your
was
was
kind
gonna
of
let you
crazy.
thing.
rock up, because
I mean,
he
that's how you
real.
feel.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy, but he gonna be in that conversation one day. How about that? He gonna be in that conversation.
Okay, for
I
sure.
respect that. And
He gonna
but
be in that
let me
conversation.
ask you a personal question.
Yeah.
So the way you talking about him, bro, do you feel like that's the first receiver room that you walked into and you feel like, damn, I'm not the best person in here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
That's that.
Penn State, like, bro, the people knew they knew Han was that one, even though like Han wasn't getting, bro, he had touchdown king, everything, but like Han was getting targets, but everyone knew. And well, in the DB room, when we raking the room, Han at the top of that board.
Yeah.
So like that's the first time you went into a situation where like, oh damn, I'm not that.
Yeah. That was the first time like ever in my life. I really, and I feel like that's another reason that helped me get through the season. I realized like there's only one ball and we have two all pro receivers that gotta touch, like they gotta touch the rock.
Yeah.
So like you can't get mad at it. Like you better just make the most of the opportunities because
Right.
these two gotta get the ball. So, but yeah, I feel like especially watching just being around AJ, like yeah, he one of them ones, man.
His
Yeah.
ball tracking the best in the league, bro.
Oh, for
His
Best
sure.
in the league.
For
shoulder,
sure. For
oh
sure.
yeah,
Crazy.
I be watching every game, bro. Yeah, he definitely that.
Yeah.
You know, for 20 M's a year, you damn right they go touch the ball. I'm the owner. You damn right they go touch the ball. You damn
Nah, for real.
right.
Going into your fourth year?
Fourth year.
Man, fourth year, outside of bread and outside of money, because we know we seen that signing bonus and everything. What's your favorite part about being in the league, bro?
Bro, just being able to do what you love to do every single day is like a job. Like, I don't even think of it as a job. Like, you get to go play football every single day. Like, it's something I've been doing ever since I was a little kid. So, like, just enjoying that and being able to just dive into that. Like, it's a kid's game at the end of the day. Like, and I'm able to play it as my job and get paid for it. So, like, I feel like that's the biggest thing I take away from it.
And now on the other hand of it, what's the best experience or the best moment that you had the capability of doing since being in the league?
As far as what?
Hey, what's the? I see you be sitting courtside in the NBA game.
That
You be everywhere, man. What's
boy
been the best
living.
experience so far?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah, stuff like that. Like being able to go to these games, like even like when I was in DC, being able to go to the Wizards games. Now I'm in Philly, being able to go to Sixers games and just vibe out, like it's chill. Like that's really because I don't really do much. Like I don't be going nowhere. So like being able to be in the city and get that love from the fans at different sporting events is pretty cool.
That's lit, bro.
We gotta talk about your QB, man, Mr. Hurts, dog. We gotta talk about him. So I just what you talk about his leadership, man. Like I like how his leadership style really like Does it really motivate the team, man? 'Cause, on the outside looking in, we see the quotes and everything and the press conference and everything, but like, what is he like in real life?
Exactly how y'all see in the press conferences.
That's real.
The same way. Like I really like we all be saying this as a joke, but like I really think he speaks in quotes. Like bro, everything he be
He
saying
keeping it
is like,
real.
bro, it'd be like something you read off one of them young Nike t-shirts when they used to have a quote program. Bro, everything he says is like that, bro.
No.
But nah, he's smooth, bro. It's fun playing with him, bro. He's another guy that's like super underrated. Don't get his flowers. But yeah, he a dog.
Hey man, we got a couple more questions for you, but hey, for y'all who don't know, Han got a little bit of a basketball background, bro. So sitting up
Yeah,
close, you think you can get a 10-day with the Sixers, bro, or that jump shot is broke now,
I ain't gonna lie, they might as well sign me. Like,
bro? What's your
if
player type now, bro? Keep it a buck, bro.
I'm like a 3 and D, but
You ain't strapping. You ain't sitting down
yeah,
on defense.
I'm not strapping. You're right.
No way.
I'm gonna just sit in that corner and snipe though.
Dang.
Hey,
All
bro,
right,
gonna be
no.
out there be JJ Redick, just out there not play the liquor defense, nothing else, just out there just straight shoot.
Nah, for sure.
But nah, going into next season, man. Going into a situation where y'all gotta defend that title, man. What you looking forward to for next year?
Yeah, I mean, this past year we were kind of like we were the ones doing the hunt, but the season upcoming we go be the hunted, and we gotta take that into every game and kill. Like we gotta make it happen. Knowing that we the ones that people want to stop. So it's gonna be a fun year. We gotta put the work in. That always got to go into it. But we gonna do that and hopefully make some shake.
Yes, sir.
I had to ask it. I've been thinking. I had just wrote this down, man. So I don't may not be able to talk about this too much, man. But what was the discussion from when Saquon was when had that record on the line, man? What was the conversation, bro?
I mean, us as players, we wanted them to go get it. Like
Uh-huh.
we wanted them to to get that, but we knew the bigger picture.
Yeah,
We was chasing championships, so we was cool with them sitting out.
it all worked out, obviously.
It all worked out for sure.
I know you've been knowing Saquon pretty much all your life, growing up in the same area. Like you obviously heard of him, but getting a chance to play with him for the first time, bro. How was that?
LeBron
Crazy.
James.
That's
LeBron James.
jump over him backwards, cuz.
Yeah, he's crazy. Like he's crazy.
Bro,
I don't
speaking of
even
that
know
play,
what
hey Han, did you see that play? Were you standing up, or you on the field when that play happened, or you had to watch it after?
I was on the sideline watching, and I couldn't believe that he even attempted to do that. I was
Yeah,
like, bro, who in the right? You can't be right in the mind like trying to do something like that. What makes you think to jump over somebody backwards?
That's
Bro, that was one of the craziest things I've ever seen live. Like,
yeah. I'll be
I
honest, bro. That's the craziest play I've ever seen. Period. Period.
ever.
yeah,
Period.
yeah.
That's
That
crazy, bro.
But I know
was
y'all
crazy.
practice clips is crazy, bro. Between AJ
Insane.
Smitty, Saquon, you, I know your practice clips crazy.
They're insane. Like, we, yeah.
Speaking of crazy plays, Ern, now that we on the subject, bro. Bro, you realize you had the best catch in Penn State history with no celebration, dog? You got no celly, bro? Come on, bro. Had the best catch in Penn State history with no celly, bro. Do you remember that play, bro?
I do. Yeah.
What's going through your mind during that joint, bro?
Bro, I was so tired. I was
Oh,
dead tired, bro, because we had just ran a go ball the play before,
that
and
catch was crazy too.
I bagged them. So they said Xerox, and y'all don't know what Xerox mean. That mean run it again, same play, like, bro. And I don't know if y'all ever peeped, like my release on that play was so I almost got pressed out of bounds, like it was that bad, bro. I'm like, man, like I gotta make up for it somehow.
Mhm.
And I went up there, one hand snagged me. I didn't know what to do after. To be honest with you, I was like, tired, so caught up in the moment. But yeah, that was crazy.
Man, finally winning that Super Bowl, bro. I know you've been watching the game your whole life, seeing the game every year, winning it. I know you guys blew them out and you guys pretty much knew the game was over, but like, was that feeling of winning the Super Bowl, was that what you expected it to be?
No,
Keep it up,
not at
bro.
all. Not at all.
Better or worse? Keep it up, bro.
I thought it was gonna be way better.
I
Like
feel like it was a closer game for real, low key.
maybe, yeah. I mean, we won the game by like the third quarter, but like
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't get that like how you should feel like
Mhm.
Mm.
we just won the bowl, but like I don't know, man.
Probably because y'all
It,
niggas knew y'all was gonna win it since week two.
yeah, probably for real.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, that's
That's
how
crazy.
championship teams keep going, bro. Don't get satisfied with stuff like that, man. You just
Can't
keep
get
going.
satisfied.
Yeah, just keep going.
Always want more. That's
For
all it
sure.
is.
For sure.
But I ain't gonna
I know
lie,
them
bro. I
boys
got
want to
one more.
get their my bad. One last thing. I know them boys that was on the squad when they lost to KC the first time. I know them boys want that lick back. I know they
They
want
wanted it so bad.
that.
They
Ooh, I
wanted
know
it
they
so
was
bad.
itching, boy.
They was talking about it all year. Like nothing else mattered but that game.
I'm knowing.
Hey, Baham, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I seen you. You made a cameo in a video, bro. When y'all was at the Sixers game, bro. I seen LeBron dapping everybody up. I know how you feel about Braun, bro. I know that's your man's, bro. I think you probably met him before, but you thought Braun was gonna be dapping you over there. You was
Bro, I ain't gonna
waiting
lie,
for him to come over
I
there.
was sick, bro. I was sick. I'm like, bro, he dap everybody up, bro. Where my dap
Everybody,
up at, son? Like, yo, come on, bro. Like, you my favorite athlete, bro.
I know Han had the pictures in the dorm, bro. That boy had two pictures in the dorm.
I'm
It
knowing.
was it was LeBron.
Uh-huh.
Guess the other one, bro. Just get one guess, bro. Who the other one was, bro?
I can't guess right now.
That bill was NBA young boy, bro. That was our only decoration
Oh,
that we had in our room,
oh.
bro. We had LeBron and young boy on the wall. I'm
Huh,
already know
you
what
not one of
time
them
it was.
young boys, man. You one of those, huh, bro?
That
Yeah,
nigga
I was,
hard.
yeah.
Man, oh, we ain't here to talk about young boy. we ain't here to
Hey,
talk
we
about.
could talk about it, but we gotta go. You already know what last question to ask.
Yes, sir, man. So yeah, it was great having you on here, Han. Just breaking some time off to spend with us, man. But before we go, always ask this question to everybody. So, who do you think of people that do you think would be great to have on our show?
Oh, that's a great question. Um, have y'all had, yeah, Jesse Lucetta.
Trying
Jesse
to get
Lucetta.
him.
Superstar. Yeah.
That,
Hey,
that's
Jesse,
one you
let's go,
definitely
man.
need.
We got a
Yeah.
shot. That boy doing his music thing now. That boy singing on the auto radio. I'm like,
That
damn. He
boy,
said,
that boy
oh,
versatile,
I
man.
said, oh, damn, hold on, Jesse. That boy getting crazy. Yeah. Hey, Jesse, you already know, bro. We already know.
Oh, man, so let's make that happen for sure, man. Let's make that happen for sure. But yeah, that's it, man. That's it. So, hey, y'all know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see y'all next time.